A question that comes to our minds a lot is, what's the best Roblox shooter in terms of realism? Well, let's answer that question now. We've gone through a list of Roblox shooter games and found the best three. The games are Riotfall, Realistic Guns, and Frontlines. We'll go through these games in a deep dive on what makes them the top three in Roblox. We'll be rating all of these games in different categories. These categories are graphics, gun physics, and overall gameplay. These will be rated from 0 to 10, and the highest one in our average will be the one we deem to be the best in Roblox. Let's move on to the first game. Realistic Guns is a great game. Although it might lack in graphics and overall gameplay, the gun physics are amazing. They have realistic recoil, and they perform properly. One of the major downsides, however, is the looks of the game. From blocky buildings to a bland floor, and the Roblox characters, it doesn't feel like it could be the best shooter out there. However, I really love their physics, although it does create a feel on how the real life guns work. It also has the upside of free-for-all. It's fun to run around and shoot people all around the map. Wherever you go, you'll always be able to interact with a player. This creates a unique interaction than other shooter games out there. Let's move on to the ratings. I give the graphics a clinching 3 out of 10, as in general, the game doesn't provide that much in terms of its maps. It makes it look like they only focus on the guns and their shooting physics, not providing an all-round experience. However, it does give you that exciting feel when you handle the guns, which leads me to give the gun physics a solid 7 out of 10. And finally, overall gameplay, a 5 out of 10. It lacks in graphics, but I do enjoy the gun physics. With the thrill of the recoil and a realistic gun, it can get unpredictable at times. From what we see, it's not the strongest contender out there, but it certainly beats games like Arsenal, Phantom Forces, and others in terms of realism. Wishes are the developers provides us with more updates to the game as we move along. We got an average of 5 out of 10 for this game. As it's the first game we're rating, it's going to be placed in first place. Now moving on to possibly the best looking game and most customizable game in Roblox, Frontlines. For starters, the user experience was noticed immediately, from the easily navigated menu to the fast paced matches. For you Battlefield fans, this is the most perfect experience on Roblox for you at the moment. If you have a look at the wild variety of customization on your guns, these can change many features such as damage, hipfire accuracy, shape control, vertical control, and much more. I'd even consider comparing this game to top games like Counter-Strike, and of course the infamous Battlefield. The variety of maps, the insane graphics, audio, and lighting provides us with a user experience we've never seen before. This game also experiences minimal bugs. The only bug I have come across is the audio bug. This completely removes your audio randomly and normally resets when the round is over. However, this is very rare. Let's not forget about the insane loading speeds and the frame rates you get in this game. This does, however, rely on your PC and your internet. From my experience, it's smooth as butter. This game also experiences one of the most unique things I've ever seen, being replays. Not only does it have your death replay, it has your last kill replays and the best play replays. This creates a total different feel to the new shooter games. I love the unique gun physics, they feel amazing. However, I don't like the fact with certain upgrades you can remove your recoil fully, and I find earning money can be slow in the game. However, you can unlock everything by leveling up, giving the game an equal balance. Here you have the ability to level up faster the better you play. With the levels obviously unlocks better gear, and so helps you on playing better. The downside to this is it's almost impossible to kill someone who has better gear. Did I mention the various maps that are all insane quality and once again putting the game one level above every other game you played? Well, this game also has features many games don't, including domination, team deathmatch, and team deathmatch confirmed. Let's get started with the ratings of this game.
I wouldn't think twice about giving this game a 10 in graphics. It's currently what I would deem the highest quality game that I'd ever seen in Roblox, with its graphics possibly competing with major game creators like Valve and Ubisoft.
The game invites Roblox users to a totally new experience with its graphics. Another thing it hits the sweet spot is the gun physics. It gives that feeling no other game does. However, even though I'd change a few things in physics, I'd give it a strong 8 out of 10. The physics are obviously standing out from other games, but it certainly isn't perfect. Overall gameplay, however, provides us with a variety of game modes that we've seen, the characters, and generally everything we've gone through so far. That's why I'm setting it as a 9. It's certainly not perfected, but it is near perfect for the ability of Roblox, and they push Roblox to the limit to create this game, and they've done it wonderfully. With graphics, gun physics, and overall gameplay, putting this into factor gives us an average of 9 out of 10. placing number 1 on our list and pushing realistic guns to second. With Frontlines over and done with, let's move on to the one that might be the closest matchup with it, and that game is Riotfall. My first impression of the game is that it's clearly one that tries to go off the CSGO idea, with a fictional twist, this being different game modes and physics. Let's go deeper into it. It's certainly an interesting game, its graphics are one of the best out there and is definitely competing with Frontlines. However, there is an obvious copy of CSGO maps, and as much as the CSGO maps work and I like them, I believe there needs to be some variety in it. As well as great graphics, the game struggles to load maps, causing slow loading times and long times to join matches. We do have to say this is the most underrated on the list, as it currently sits around 80 players concurrently, leaving this the lowest concurrent players on our games list. Although the lack of players in the game, it has the ability to thrive. I like the unique squad system that allows you to join matches together. There are various game modes such as 2v2, free-for-all, and team deathmatch aka quickplay. Immediately upon joining a match, I noticed a major bug with the gameplay. I couldn't get into a crouch position and back while shooting at the same time, as they clearly messed this up during their game development. I do sincerely think their guns look majorly realistic, and could class it basically as good as Frontlines. However, I wish the gun physics would be as good as the guns look. I noticed a major lack in the gun realism throughout the game, however I don't see this as the game's main focus since it's CSGO based and CSGO doesn't have the most realistic guns out there. I believe there needs to be more focus put into this. It was hard to shoot and aim at the same time, and the pistol fires almost as fast as the assault rifle. Now, let's talk about the character itself. I noticed it looks majorly realistic to a real life human, even with its head movements as we see in the main menus. It seems they've put a lot of effort into creating an outstanding character to play as, hence why there's less effort put into other things. Bone structure is definitely there though. Certain things also do stand out to me, including the unlocking system. Once you level up after the game, it will show you the things you've unlocked, allowing you to confirm that you've seen them. It certainly provides a unique user experience. Another feature I also like is the minimap, once again improving the overall gameplay. Now, let's move on to the ratings of this game. For the graphics, I'd have to give it an 8 out of 10, as it's not over the top, but it's still great seeing how other Roblox games look in today's world. They are improving on graphics, but this one was an early bird. The gun physics are far from perfect, but they are still better than some games. I felt like it was actually a real gun, and how stiff the recoil was, and how the mechanic works itself. Gun physics are a 6, that's only because of a few bugs we immediately found. The gun physics aren't the best, however the overall gameplay, with the graphics, the guns and the minimap, and many other features, gives the overall gameplay a solid 8 out of 10, giving it an average of 7 out of 10. That is our top 3 rated realistic shooter games. Coming out on tops is Frontlines with its average of 9. In second, we have Riotfall with its average of 7, and then comes last, Realistic Guns, only with a 5 on average. You may agree or disagree to some extent, but after researching the games, this is what we came up with. Now if you've enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, drop a comment, like and subscribe.